Hello again, everyone. I do want to apologize since this video project requires to be present in the video itself. I'm using a free version of recording software, which will only allow me to record up to 50 minutes, and I would like to cover the rest of the part, especially on how to prevent malware. So I'll be taking further where I left in my previous video. So we'll start with number 2, enable click-to-play plugins. So these are called the malvertising, as I was mentioning before. So these are made of malware plus advertising. So as I was saying, there is a lot of free version of software and the sites and the way they make money, combining advertising and also having some plugin install while you use their freeware of applications, and this is very common, and a lot of the user don't have idea that they're not just installing something which is provided for free, but they're also having something installed within that program that they're not aware of. So this is very critical because this can definitely lead to a lot of issues, and eventually it can be some security concern as well, because what it does, basically advertising, so it will start with one and then it will start popping up all over your computer. This also runs through the Flash and Java, so you do want to make sure you are also updating your Flash plugin or Java as soon as it comes out, and does not create any issues. So the next one is remove software you don't use, especially the legacy program. So first of all, if you're still running Windows XP, it's the time to let it go, because Microsoft has officially ended the support for XP, Vista, Windows 8, and also Windows 7 is very close to have their support ended as well. So you might want to start planning ahead. Microsoft did give a free upgrade to Windows 10 with a lot of user with the previous version of Windows. There might be still a way to get a free upgrade, but I would highly recommend, since it's not supported from Microsoft, there is a lot of security vulnerability if you keep running XP or any other version than Windows 10. So definitely look into that. So if you are running any previous version of Windows, and if there are any patches available, you want to get those deployed as well, because that will protect you at some level. The next one is the watch out for social engineering. Another top method for infection is to scam user through social engineering, whether that's an email that looks like it's coming from your bank, a tech support scam, or a fishy social media campaign. Cyber criminals have gotten rather deft at tricking even tech-savvy surfers by being aware of the following top tactics. You can fend off uninvited malware guests. Next one is read email with an eagle eye. Means read your email very closely and check the sender's address, find out if it's from the actual company that they claim, hover over links provided in the body of the email, and that's a very critical way to find out if it's any legit email or not. If you hover over, it will give you a preview of actual link. So if you click what page it's gonna go to, it will show you in the preview. A lot of the time they can rename the link whatever they want, but once you click, it's a malicious link or it's a spam, and it, like we talked about, there are the first stage, second stage. So it's on the second stage of where something is waiting for you to trigger and get the spam or malware spread around your system. Number 5 is do not call fake tech support numbers. So I had a lot of experience with this on my personal PCs as well. A lot of the time their goal is to present to you that your system has been infected and you should call with their support number or buy their application to protect your PCs, which is not true. Actually, it will create more issues and you will keep paying a lot of money. It comes with looks like a very legit concern. It will pop up a message, hey, your computer has malware, it has been infected, it's gonna steal all your personal data, so please call this number. And that's basically a scam trying to infect you. So don't take the bait. The next one is do not believe the cold callers. So on the flip side, there are those who may pick up the phone and try to bamboozle you the good old-fashioned way. Tech support scammer love to call up and pretend to be from Microsoft. They have detected an infection and they say, hey, I'm calling from the Microsoft and your computer is infected. I don't think Microsoft will really call you if your system is infected. It's more of a user responsibility to protect your data, protect your system. So don't fall for those cold callers. The next item is practice safe browsing. And it does help because the browser has improved quite a bit over the years. The browser have the private browsing option, which can clear all your cache, your cookies, your history, and there are hackers or spammer who target to grab those information from your PC. But if you are doing the safe browsing, those are deleted regularly, especially when you are accessing the bank accounts or something personal. Make sure you are getting into a habit of doing the private safe browsing. So the next one is a very common one. Use a strong password or use a password manager to store all your password in one place. Don't use a common password like test123 or password 124. Those are very easy to get compromised. Also, a lot of the time we have a tendency of saving all our password in an email or a text file, which is not very secure. Think in the term of if you're using a laptop and that gets stolen, you basically give them all your password for bank accounts or whatever. You have a hard time remembering it. So there is a lot of free encrypted password manager application or software you can use where even your device is compromised, those passwords are safe enough. Also use a strong password with long digit number, symbols, upper and lower case, which is hard to break into. Make sure you are on a secure connection. So there was a lot of articles about recent breach on some of the routers and security protocols we use over the wireless, especially in public places. Those are not secured connections, and those are the only way we can get on the internet, which is okay if you are just browsing for general access or day-to-day activities, but you definitely want to prevent any personal information access over the public wireless, because that's very important, because they might have are tracking all the cookies and everything you are doing, because they are providing you those free wireless access. So always make sure any sensitive data you are accessing on a secure connection. The other thing I would like to mention, these term HTTPS and HTTP. So HTTPS stands for the secure hyperlink. Those are the website with certificate and very secure. So if you are going through a very well-known company website, always make sure their hyperlinks is on secure, and avoid using the HTTP, and use quite more often with the HTTPS secured. The last one is log out of website after you are done. This is a very good habit to get into, because if you have bank online logins, other sites where you're using your social security or credit card, and on a normal day you just leave everything logged in. If your computer gets hacked, they can easily access everything you have on. So it's a very good habit into logging out from the website after you are done. So I hope I was able to give you some insight what the malwares are, what the viruses are, and also how to protect and defend yourself. It's really hard because there are a lot of different scenarios that people will try to scam you, call you, so they can make money. But there are certain things we can do to defend ourselves and protect ourselves. So hopefully I was able to explain some of those scenarios, and this is the end of my video project. Thank you for watching.